So I'm going to an older save so I can actually get information that I feel I was lacking on. And yes, it's been a while since last I've streamed, but we're doing Rogue Trader, and I got this gift. I got this game as a gift from my very good friend Lightsbane. How are you doing, Will? So for now, we are going back to the very first part, the first conversation. They don't let you do co-op for, which is basically just a rundown of who you are and why you're here. I like Kingmaker's who I am and why I'm here better, but I like this gay company. I just wish they did the uh co-op stuff with the Pathfinder games as well. And if they ever get a chance to do a Pathfinder 2e game, you can bet your bottom dollar they'll probably do a co-op. So I have two streams planned for today, but first we're gonna focus on this one. Um, I think you told me this last time, but I did not retain it, which was part of the reason I wanted to stop last time, by the way. Oh, well, I wasn't retaining a lot of information, so you also got to click. Oh, you did. So what are servitors? Oh, like the dystopia from the book that we get the word utopia from. They're enslaved, right? Do they often have problems like this? So, speaking of the book we get the word utopia from, so once again, to talk about why I thought, oh, they're like the people from the book we get the word utopia from. It's literally a book about this guy going over the perfect new world society, right? Or what he thinks is the perfect new world society. And he calls it a utopia. He's the inventor of the term for the perfect society. And it's a whole fucking dystopia, my man. And the reason why, and this is sort of the reason why, a utopia is really another person's dystopia. So, but essentially, criminals would be enslaved as their prison sentence. That's, and it was back before a time period where, that was, where slavery wasn't it was back in the 1600s he wrote this book. Huh. So if you're one of the ones that didn't get lobotomized correctly, this is literally a fate worse than hell. That is very interesting. Speaking of which, sometime when we're not doing a stream and we have a second, I gotta show you 4 videos that total out to like 6 hours. Because I think I found one of the worst dystopias in the history of human writing. So, have you heard have you heard anything from the have you heard any of the lore from Xenoblade 3? So, Xenoblade 3 sets place in a world where basically your goal in life is to stop living in this hellscape. In order to do that, you have to fight and kill anything that you can. And the whole point is there are people pulling the strings from behind the scenes, and quite simply put, you are never getting out of this. You die, you're reborn, and you continue to fight. And if your company does really well, they kill you because they need your life essence. I'm not doing it a lot of favors by describing it here, but that is the base concept. It is far more horrifying. Hmm. I see. One second. Yes, Dad? Okay. Okay. Bye. We got it. Bye. Our second candidate has joined us. We are streaming some Rogue Trader. I can share the screen for you. Me and Will are technically both playing, but there's only one character being controlled. Yeah, well, I'll keep it live in case you get home and you want to watch, though. But please don't uh, kill people by watching us. I mean, I am one of the several psychers. Let's see. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. Ah. So I know there's an actual reason as to why tech is banned by the Imperium, or AI is banned from the Imperium of Man. But I'd like to give you an alternative, funny answer to this question, because there is a theory about BoobNet, which is Skynet, but all the AI start creating and requesting various fictional forms of pornography. Well, yeah, but you get what I'm saying, right? 1 second. I do have to be right back because I think I heard the door, and I'll be right back. Keep a better day. Oh, oh well. I don't think I've told you this yet, but just a quick aside. Um, they're bringing back Blood Ragers, Inquisitors, and Slayers as class archetypes. Are you there, Will? Will, very quickly before we continue you telling me the lore of this, they are bringing back Blood Ragers, Slayers, and Inquisitors as class archetypes. So, you want to guess which class archetype each of these is a, so as a, class archetype, it's a class, but then it's an archetype feat that changes class things from level 1, but you take the feat at level 2. What do you think Blood Rager is a class archetype of? Blood Rager is Barbarian Sorcerer, yeah. So which one do you think gets the main uh which one do you think is the main source of the Blood Rager? Barbarian is Blood Rager. Slayer is, base class rogue, and I don't think anything too much insane from that. So it's a rogue, but they changed it up a bit, and now it's like rogue for religious purposes. And finally, Inquisitor. Guess what class Inquisitor is a archetype for? Not cleric, not paladin. No, it's not a divine spellcaster. At least not without the archetype. No, Thaumaturge, it would be a better answer. There are two answers I would have preferred over this. The other is Magus. It's Ranger. Ranger is Inquisitor. We're getting a new Hunter's Flurry, and it looks like it's going to be pretty consistent for additional damage. Anyways, back to this. Why are you here? There are questions that I wish to have answered. Oh my god. Well, I just realized I forgot to turn on the desktop audio, because last time I streamed, I didn't have it on. So, Will is now audible.
Oh!
Scuff King! Scuff King!
And both death and ruin to us all.
You're talking to your imaginary friend.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate
what
of
are you,
whatever
Socrates?
I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world
Do you get that joke?
Along with
No, I do not.
to find thereof.
So, the only written proof of Socrates' existence is Plato being the author. According to Plato, Socrates said writing was a fad and it would die out. So he didn't write any of his own work.
That's very funny.
So there is a literal theory that Socrates was never real, and that Plato made him up to make a point.
That's hilarious.
So I call Socrates Plato's imaginary best friend all the time, because there is no proof of himself, by himself, that he existed.
But yeah, writing being a fad that would die out, that's so funny.
A man said, the difference between Socrates and the guy who said that about the internet is Socrates never went back on that statement. The man who said the internet would die out literally drank a smoothie of the paper he wrote. If he put glue in that, Will, he's drinking paper mache.
Yeah.
Anyways. One of does not mean there are other heirs.
Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibility.
So this is a noble position, right? A special noble position. So this woman has gotten around, presumably.
Gotten, I guess, yes.
Unless kids are sort of like a, non-sexual thing in this world. Are they Brave New Worlding it?
I don't know. No, probably, definitely not.
I'm gonna say, because that seems a little too fishy for the Imperium of Man.
Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
The nobility in the Imperium Man are the most cartoonish nobility you will ever find in any setting.
Like, on a consistent... I don't know, man. Have you ever... the nobility in Black Clover. Those guys are pretty nasty.
Impatience. I
am
fond of impatient people.
They are worse.
They are not as quick to resign
the Imperium Man nobility is worse.
Worse than bragging about how you killed a peasant who thought he could be amongst your ranks and then pissing on his grave.
That
happens every Sunday.
May prove
Huh.
invaluable here in the Coronis expanse.
I will say that I do like myself the ability to kick it, to kick in some teeth of some people who think they're better than they are.
It says in your
I'm guessing I don't
that
get to
you
do
bear
that,
the
do
brand of
I?
sorcery, albeit sanctioned
Uh,
sorcery that is
yes, you
permitted
can.
in the service of the Imperium. I am accustomed to the presence of psychers at my side. More than that, I value their unique abilities highly. Perhaps that is why I am so intrigued by Edelthrad's candidacy. A rogue trader psyker could achieve great things indeed. However, psychers are fragile creatures, and as such I would rather have a replacement standing ready in the event that something happens to Edelthrad.
Oh, so I'm the backup.
Moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That
Is
door,
this,
however, is closed to
uh,
Voigtvir's performance
is
in the
this
current
Master
role
of
is
Whispers like a
satisfactory.
big threat to
Or
the
do you
Imperial
feel
Man or
modest?
something?
Master Whispers?
Yeah.
He's uh like
I have
her
some
age,
time before
so
the navigator gives the
Ah.
signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
I forget exactly what his job is, but
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which
so yeah.
spans millions of stars.
So the warp. That's where all the demons come from.
Just so we're on the same level.
So where your
Space
powers come
warp
from.
speed is how I get my powers, and warp speed creates demons.
No, it's not warp speed. They're in the warp. It's another dimension.
So okay. So it's still basically like teleporting though, right? Because you enter
Ish.
into the dimension
Yeah.
called the warp. You go through the warp, come out the other end to where you want to be.
Yes. Very dangerous, by the way.
That does sound very dangerous, because everything in this world sounds incredibly dangerous.
That's how the orcs
Is
do
that so?
the orc
Perhaps
nonsense.
the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira
Oh,
eagerly retells
I thought she
the
said such
legends of
heresy
whispers
amuses
from
me.
unseen advisors.
But hearsay is
This
definitely
ship is thousands
okay.
of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
So her reason for choosing this other guy is they're a psyker. I'm also a psyker, and I'm the backup.
The Rycat system.
I guess.
The domain of rogue trader Winterscale. one
I
of
chose
my
different
peers
background.
And rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House Von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand that... for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel. And
Is 30 like really old for someone in this universe?
Suit you as I did for Edelthrad.
No.
Time
Okay.
comes, consider
Depends
yourself
where
my
you
guest.
are. The nobility has access to all the freaking life-preserving shit, so they can live hundreds of years.
Let's put all of humanity into just a common shell. How low is the life
So you're
expectancy?
going commoner? Yeah, life expectancy probably like 30-ish.
Okay. I'm saying everything combined. So nobles, commoners, the kids that their orphanage gets destroyed because the world is fucking horrible.
I wouldn't be able to average it consistently, but yeah, like the lower class is probably like 30-ish.
Okay. By the way, you know
And
turtles from D&D have such a
the
low...
Imperial Guard, I would say, is 5 minutes.
You know why the turtles in D&D have such a low life expectancy? It's because most of them are killed on day one in most settings. So they live hundreds of years, but most of them, like on average, it's 8 years. Which is also why goblins in Pathfinder have like a 13-year lifespan on average, by the way.
But yeah. But did you hear what I said about Imperial Guard?
How long do they live?
Average of 5 minutes.
Like, they're born as an Imperial Guard and die in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can start by not asking
that's the main military of the Imperial Man.
I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
I have no more
In that
questions.
case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
So yeah, you saw somebody firing a las gun.
Yes.
See, las guns. See, las guns, those are the main weapon of the Imperial Guard. The commanders refer to those guns as flashlights.
Because they're not effective?
Yes.
So they're like plasma and laser guns from Fallout New Vegas, where they're sort of the worst things in
Well,
the
I mean,
game.
they're like effective. They can blow off entire limbs.
Why do they call them flashlights?
Because that's nothing compared to the other shit that other races have.
Ah.
Or the stuff the Space Marines have.
Stay vigilant. For the glory of the Imperium.
Like, the Necrons have weapons that literally disintegrate you instantly. Their weapons are very advanced. I forget what they do. I mean, the Space Marines, they have they're bolter weapons. They have rocket-powered bullets.
I am ready for whatever comes.
Wait. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh. I have learned nothing?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Out of my way. Death to the weak.
Bob, you see, we got some Chaos Worshippers here.
Isn't this...
Yeah, see, they worship the demons.
Okay, legitimate question.
Uh-huh.
How, why, oh why, are they on a military ship?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Why are they on a military ship?
Yeah.
Oh, well, do you know how big the ship is?
Is it like an entire fucking city?
Pretty much bigger than that, I would say.
Like an entire small, like city and then like a couple surrounding large suburbs.
Yeah.
Who, if not?
Pretty much.
Chaos guides me.
And funny things can happen in the warp, by the way. Funny things.
So, let me ask you a question. What is a better option? To be living on a ship like this, or to be on a settled planet?
Death to the heretics.
Is it really a good option?
I'm not asking you which one is good, which one is better. They're both shit sandwiches.
They're both insanely bad for a variety of reasons.
Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Well, what are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. To make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. Be quick about it.
Yeah. I think this is when I can actually play with you.
Left in the dust.
Oh,
Because I think Abelard is going to be a part of the party now.
so...
I think you go that door.
This door?
Yes, I think so. Hey, can you search guys and get weapons and stuff? No?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You can get yourself a melee weapon or no? I guess not.
I can't search
that's
bodies. To be fair, these are heretic weapons, are they not?
No, they're kind of just normal weapons.
I mean,
And
they're
actually,
wielded by
critical weapons you
heretics.
literally would not be able to use.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I can't loot them.
No, these are
because-
normal guns and like axes and shit.
So, I'm through this door.
Oh, I guess it's not that way. I forgot. Been a long time.
Keep my options open.
Oh, I think it's this way now. I think it's the other side. I think it's the other direction.
Like, which way?
So go the literal opposite direction of that door.
Okay.
There's like the stairs over here, down. Yeah, see, you hear gunshots. That's where you're supposed to go. Oh wait, this drawbridge isn't lowered. Is there a way to lower the drawbridge? I think there is, or something.
You know, maybe don't walk directly into line of fire. I would like to point... Oh, stairs?
Ah, it's this way.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Ah, he's got a melt-a-gun.
Oh.
Oh, the Diodor was wielding a plasma pistol, by the way.
Ah.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Immunity against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them. That's the dogmatic
First, we
answer.
have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go.
Oh, right. I set the stream to the wrong game. 1 second.
Oh,
Um,
so wait, you done goofed again?
I am trying to fix it. Um, 1 second. No.
Something odd minutes. I have to pick up the kid here in about maybe at 4:20 my time, which is here in like 30 minutes.
Sorry, I am trying to
chill. Oh, pretty good. We got front page on the thing. Yeah, so that's
mute
that's why
what you are hearing at the moment. Stream. Because I think I have to go to Twitch to change it on Twitch, and I change it in post on YouTube. What are you watching, Will?
Oh, weird trope talk thing.
Ah,
Palestinian bargains. I was like, I should probably look at this briefly. How you figured this out?
I'm working on it. First of all, okay. Now that's better.
Study.
Which means I can
He has been
turn this
making
into the
counter-heuristics
second
along
stream
the way.
whenever Heat
If
gets
I
here
may,
for
Lord
WoW.
Captain, transition
Oh,
to
hello,
Galaxy
random
is
viewer.
no
Welcome.
hard
I am
understand,
unaware of the
and
lore
if
of
our
this, but
goals
I
remain
have
Ethelfrad,
my Sean
I could
Doe
use your
here,
support.
Will. Introduce yourself to the random viewer, Will.
Hello.
Then it's settled. Find Ethelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I shall do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
I have a feeling she's going to die. Also, let me turn down this game a bit. It's almost as loud as you are, Will.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
I was expecting to be backstabbed sooner, in all reality.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Yeah, no, this guy's responsible.
I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel. An ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind.
I'm gonna try using my psychic powers on him. Surely that won't go horribly, horribly wrong. Ah! So, that was the wrong choice?
Chaos corruption.
Yeah.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
Yes, yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh
you
boy,
see, that's
this...
Servitor, by the way. That's
I have a
Servitor
feeling
against
this
the
is
wall.
gonna go horribly for me.
Ah, those are bolter rounds.
There is still another way.
Why do I have a feeling that I'm going to be a dick?
Escort the child of the house to safety. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available
Doing good, Mr. Fern.
I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of
It's
communicating...
treating me rather good. I honestly thought there was no way out of that for a second, because this setting's sort of hell.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Ah, man, don't share my location with people on the internet. But as you can tell, no British or Aussie accent here.
The orcs have Scottish accents.
That is reserved for dwarves. How dare they?
Because they're hilarious. The orcs are hilarious. What did this orc you on about?
I mean, I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Is there a map?
That's probably the way to go.
What,
Or
this way?
or the other way. Forget. Or not. If you can't go that way, I think it's over to the right or left. I think it's the right, probably, because that's where Mr. Whisper's dude went. Okay, so it's to the left. It's over this. Oh no. Okay. Then it is that door. Can you grab stuff from these bodies still? No.
Nope.
It's been so long since I played this. Talk to the Vox Skull.
I can't.
Okay. You do go to the right. You do. You can walk around that area. No. Oh wait, don't we have quest markers at this point? Yeah, go. Yes, we have map. We have a map.
Right, but
Yeah, it looks like it's down. I think. That's weird.
yeah. Interesting.
I always have a backup plan.
Or do you have to activate one of like the servitors here?
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind if you share the Discord with me, but I don't know how you want to do that.
The Discord? Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, one of the chatters is offering, oh, I have a small Discord server where we support small streamers. So, don't mind talking to those people. I am a small streamer. Oh my goodness. No, no. Huh. This is so odd.
Weird feeling it's probably an automated message.
Yeah, it's probably an automated message, but, you know. Oh my god.
Keep keep your wits about you.
I.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, I gotta seal it first.
Ah. Hey.
Whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... What? Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. Bandmaster, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe.
Hey, well, I'm gonna do whatever the next combat is. And then I'm going to take a break from streaming for my computer's sake, so.
Ah, fair enough.
You're in a bad way.
Yoo-hoo! Wait. How do I change control? Character assignment. Ah. Give me Abelard.
Oh, right. How do I assign him?
Yeah, you literally go to, character, you hit escape and you go to character assignment.
You have equipment, right?
Yes, I have a sword.
Cool.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shit. Come. The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange.
Maybe after the stream, man.
While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove...
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter. Surrender to the dark power.
Yeah. So now you... And I think now we'll be able to get melee weapons for you.
I think I have a melee weapon.
Shit for you. Do you? Oh.
Yeah, there was like a
melee weapon.
Yeah. Hello, Phoebe. We have 2 viewers. I think both of them are bots. Anyways, you gotta hit start battle so we can.
Oh, yep.
Just a minor setback. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I serve the ruinous powers.
aftermath of an orbital strike.
Do you have control over him?
Yep.
Okay.
Kaboom!
It's as good as another enemy down.
Oh yeah, you have basic sword.
I'll make it happen.
Out of my way! Reduced to dust.
I will say I am looking forward to this. We will be doing this more often because Tuesdays I finally got what was going on under control, so for the most part.
Oh yes, I will give you Abelard back once we get Argenta.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
Because I think you want the Mr. Tank Man.
Probably.
Miscalculations are for commoners.
We got leveled up.
Make mistakes. I'll make profitable learning experiences.
Why don't I do some research and we can level up next time?
Alright.
Gonna save the game and we'll end stream here for now. Thank you all for joining us.